Hello.
Hi.
Please have a seat. Welcome to our counseling center.
Thank you.
What would you like me to address you as?
Michael is fine.
Okay, Michael. Would you prefer if I call you Mr. Michael?
Yeah, that's fine too.
Okay, welcome again to our counseling center, Mr. Michael. My name is Oloba Chinenge, and I'll be your rehabilitation counselor for this intake interview. I want you to know that the goal of our counseling center is to provide effective counseling services to all our clients. So how was it locating this place? Did you find locating this place very difficult?
Nah, I just looked for someone. No, one of my friends actually gave me your number, and I looked for your agency online, and then I found the address to this place.
Okay. All right. Welcome once again, Mr. Michael.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Michael, I can see right here that you filled the informed consent and you signed the informed consent form. This is your signature, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Michael, are there any questions regarding the informed consent form that you filled?
No.
Okay. So I want you to know that our conversation today and the information you're going to release today will be highly confidential. But I also want you to know that there are limits to this confidentiality. I want you to know that if I perceive that you are a threat to yourself or to others, I want you to know that I am obligated and mandated as a counselor to make reports to my supervisor. And so if I also perceive a form of abuse or neglect to a child or an elderly person, I'll also make a report to my supervisor. And if I'm also called upon by the court, like a court order or a subpoena, to stand as a witness against charges or claims, I also make reports to my supervisor. Okay, are there any questions you'd like to ask me regarding what I said?
No.
Okay, so you well understood about the limits of confidentiality?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Michael, I want you to know that regardless of you providing information to me here, and I said that our conversation will be highly confidential. I want you to know that you are not under any form of duress to release information, and if you feel uncomfortable, you'll feel to terminate the counseling service.
Okay.
I also want you to know that you are being recorded currently, and it's basically for educational purposes. Okay, so I will well understood about everything.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Michael. So can you tell me what brings you in for counseling today?
Lately, I've been sad, and I don't actually understand what's going on, and I've been a bit depressed, like suffocating myself, like being alone in a dark room, and just I don't actually know how to like say that. I just know I need to talk to someone, like a professional.
Okay. So you said you have been feeling low lately. So can you explain a bit more about what you mean that you've been feeling low?
I don't know, like I've just been like moving away from people lately, like just want to be by myself, and that's less of me. I love staying around people, but lately I just want to be in my room, everywhere dark, no light, just by myself, not doing anything, just want to stay alone.
Okay. So you said you prefer staying in a dark room, and this has happened. Can you tell me when this happened?
So this actually started like a few months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, a few months ago.
Can you remember the specific months?
July.
Is it July of this year, 2024?
Yeah, 2024.
All right. Okay. So, can you walk me through a typical day in your life? What a typical day looks like in your life?
Okay. Wake up. If I have like to do some work before I get ready, but most I wake up, like do some work in the morning, shower, come to class, go to work, go back to my room, gym, do some work and bed.
Okay. So, is that like you said the period where you started the period where you became depressed was 5 months ago, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 months ago, and all of these. So when you come back from classes, or when you come back from work, do you go straight to the dark room,
Yeah, my room is always dark. Yeah.
or your room is always dark? So has it always been dark before your current situation?
I made it dark myself.
Okay, so did you make it dark yourself 5 months ago, or is this something you've always wanted?
I I have the curtain in my room to make it dark whenever I want it to be dark.
Okay.
So for the last 5 months, my room has just like been dark, like you can't see anything unless you turn on the light.
Okay.
It's just been dark. But before that time, I have like a curtain in my room. I open in the morning, then close at night, something like that.
Okay, so if I heard you correctly, you said for the past 5 months your room has been very dark.
Just dark, like no light.
Just
Yeah.
dark. So before the past 5 months, it was very bright.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So can you tell me about a recent day you felt really down?
It was sometime, I would say last month. Yeah, sometime last month. I don't know, me, I had like an argument with someone. I know what they did is wrong. Like what the person did to me was like actually very, very, very wrong. I spoke to like a couple people about what they did, and I stopped talking to this person. But after like a day or two, I started feeling bad. Like I made a stupid decision, like stop talking to this person. But I know what this person actually did to me is very, very wrong. So that actually like make you feel sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this person we're talking about is a person, is it the person your friend, your family?
More of a friend,
Okay. What sex is the person?
a female.
Oh, a female friend. Okay. So tell me what went through your mind the day you spoke to the person in a very awkward manner.
No, I didn't talk to the person in an awkward manner. The person was actually like being rude.
Okay.
Not like being rude, but like they weren't actually like considering the other person's feeling. Because if the case was reversed and I was in their shoes, it's going to be a different story.
Okay.
So what the person did is actually wrong. Like, I spoke to like a couple people about it, and I made this decision about like not talking to this person. So after that, like I felt like, did I do the right thing? Did I do the wrong thing? But to me, I feel like I did the wrong thing because I choose to like not talk to this person anymore.
Okay. So what was a relationship with the person?
I'm more of the talking stage.
Oh, talking stage. Okay. So the people you spoke to it about it, what were their opinion?
So what they told me was like this person's past relationship was actually like something similar to what was going on between me and her. So like this is not our first time. So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
And did you talk to the person?
Huh?
Did you talk to your female friend about it?
No, there's nothing to say to her, so no.
Okay. So can you tell me what exactly happened that led to the argument?
Okay. So this person actually like came to me that I did something wrong, and I asked her, what did I do? They didn't tell me what I did, but they want me to apologize for what I did. But I know I didn't do anything wrong. If I could recall like what happened the other day. So I spoke to this person like for me to apologize. No, I spoke like for me to apologize for what I did. I need to know what happened. But because to me everything was actually fine the other day. Like we didn't have any arguments. We were just like there. And this person was like, "Oh, you did this to me like a few seconds ago, and you have to apologize." And I don't understand. Like if I could recall, I didn't say anything to you. I didn't do anything to you. So I don't have to like apologize and this thing. Then that led to like one thing or the other, and that's how everything transpired.
Okay. So how long was your relationship with your female friend?
It was like 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
And did the similar case also happen the other months when you people were still together? Did the both of you ever have like heated arguments?
Yeah, that's not the first time.
Okay, so it's something that that was always on a repeated process.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when the first 2 times it happened, like I just choose to not entertaining, like just apologize for whatever she wants. But that time I just want to know like, what happened. Like I'm not just going to let this slide. Like I want to know what happened.
So what went through your mind when you had the heated when there was when you had a heated argument with your female friend?
I didn't really argue. She was the one arguing. I didn't really argue with
Okay.
her. I just wanted it to like just go by fast, like just get to the next thing.
Okay.
Like, I didn't want to entertain the whole thing. I just went there to like finish, just want to go away, just like leave. Like I just don't want to be here.
Okay. You don't want to be where?
Around anyone. I just want to be alone.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Mr. Michael, I'll ask you what is your current mood now?
Right now.
Yeah.
Neutral.
Okay, so on a
On a
scale
scale
of
of 1 to 10, so I'll say 7.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, so 1 is for the highest, 10 is for the lowest.
I'll say 4.
Okay, 4. So what about over the past week? What was your current mood on a scale of 1 to 10 also? 1 being the highest, 10 the lowest.
Yeah, so yeah, 5.
Okay.
Something like that.
So Mr. Michael, so you said that you were in a relationship with your female friend for the past 3 months.
Talking stage.
Oh, talking stage for the past 3 months. And the day all of this happened, what did you do exactly?
What did I do to her?
No, what did you do? Like, what did you do? Was there anything you did? Did you partake in any kind of activity, or did you do anything different?
It was just a normal school day. Went to class, played games with my friend.
Okay.
And that was just a normal day.
Okay. So did you do anything extra outside of that?
No.
And did she call you to resolve issues with you?
Yeah.
Okay, she called you.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your response to her?
I mean, it was too late because that wasn't the first time this stuff actually happened. So, for my own safety, I didn't just like, I knew it's going to be best if we don't talk anymore. Yeah.
Okay, you said for your own safety.
Not for my own safety, like for like everyone's safety, because I know if we should continue the relationship at the talking stage, it's still going to happen again because that wasn't our first time.
Was she in any way abusive?
No.
Were you in any way abusive in the relationship?
No.
Okay. So do these thoughts affect your daily relationship, your daily life?
A week after the stuff happened, I mean, during the week when the stuff happened, yeah, but after it, no.
Okay. So the dark room you talked about, was it something that you initiated on your own, or was it because of your ex talking stage?
You wasn't because of her, but like, yeah, that also played a role in that. Because me being in the dark room just feel like it nice to me, like I just want to go to bed and forget everything.
Okay, so the reason why you started you decided to opt for the dark room was because of your ex talking stage.
No.
Okay, it was just something I just liked.
Not something I like I just don't want to get involved in anything, just stay away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you have like a discussion with your friend about the whole thing that happened with your ex talking stage?
Yeah.
So the moment when you're feeling down, the moments when you're feeling down, what goes through your mind? Or you can talk about the moments where you felt really bad about what you did, about how your ex talking stage spoke to you and how you also replied her.
Mm-hmm.
What went through your mind?
I think I've never spoken to this person in the first place.
And And did it affect like your body in any way?
No.
Okay. Did these thoughts also affect your emotions and your behaviors?
No.
So your behavior did not change toward other people?
No.
And you did not change towards your relationship in like your other daily activities?
No.
So how committed were you in the relationship?
Fully committed,
Okay.
100%.
Okay, fully
It wasn't a relationship, it was like getting to know each other,
Okay.
turning into a relationship phase, something like that. Like, we've gotten to know each other enough, then we were trying to like move from that to relationship. That's when the stuff happened.
Okay. So when you're in your low place, what do you find yourself saying to yourself?
Saying to myself,
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
Wow.
So do you talk to yourself?
Talk to myself.
Mhm.
Based on this stuff, no.
Okay.
But for other like stuff, yeah.
So the period where you had to stop communication with your ex talking stage, were you just talking to yourself? Did you have like any inner voice speaking to you? Did you have any random thoughts? Were you having assumptions in your head?
Yeah.
Okay. So what were these thoughts?
So like, did I actually see anything to this person? Because till this day I don't know what I did or said to this person. So I'm like, did I actually say anything? I'm like trying to recollect everything, like from when I woke up that day to when stuff happened, like trying to recollect everything I did that day, everything I said. Well, yeah.
Okay. And are you still in contact with this person?
No.
Did you ever try reaching out to her?
She tried reaching out, but I just like there was no point reaching out. I just doing it on my own.
Okay. When did she try reaching out to you?
3 days after the stuff happened, she did reach out. A week after, she reached out. I think like 2 weeks after she reached out, then stopped.
Okay. So have you ever coped with any difficult situation in the past? Or how have you coped with difficult situations in the past?
Difficult situations. Like, can you give me an example?
Have you had any difficult situation aside from the issue you had with your ex talking stage? Have you had any difficult situation in the past? And if you had, how did you cope with any
I've
difficult
not
situation?
had any difficult situation
Okay.
apart from that.
Okay, apart from that. Okay. So what are 3 things you appreciate about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What are 3 things you appreciate about yourself?
Number 1, I love myself. Number 2, I do whatever I want. Not like do whatever I want, but like if I want something, I get it.
Okay.
Not in a positive, like proud way, but like if I want something, I get it. And I think I just love myself. I love myself. That's
Okay.
it.
So how do you cope with stress?
Stress, football.
Football. Okay. So you play football, or do you do like a physical football training, or you play video games, video games?
I barely play video games, but I do play video games, but like football, yeah, I play that every Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mr. Michael, do you drink?
Alcohol, no.
Okay. So what do you drink?
No more drink, like, but alcohol, no, like, no more drink.
Do you smoke?
No.
Do you know if your parents drink or smoke?
No.
Do you have a social life outside of your home currently?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me what activities you did, or what activities you do? What your social life is like?
Hanging out with my friends, playing football. That's true. Like, just having fun with my friends, yeah.
So do you still do all of this currently?
Yeah.
The period where you had the misunderstanding with your ex talking stage, did you do any of this?
No.
So, but how long did it take you before you were able to adjust?
I didn't need to adjust to anything. So I didn't suggest anything because I didn't break anything. Nah, I do like my daily routine. It didn't affect my daily routine. So whenever I just like have the thoughts, I just like be in my room alone. But that is going to be at night, like whenever I have the thoughts or in the morning. But during the normal day, I do like my daily routine, like the stuff I do on a daily basis. Go to the gym, go to class, go to work, play football, hang out with my friend. And when I get back to my room, I can just like stay in the dark room and have that thought, have that feeling. Yeah.
So have you ever thought about harming yourself?
I know.
Okay. Have you ever thought about harming others?
No.
Okay. No. So you mentioned not wanting to be here earlier. What did you mean by not wanting to be
Yeah,
here?
so not wanting to be is like not just getting involved in anything, like
Okay.
just being on my own, just alone, like don't see anyone, don't talk to anyone, just somewhere like where nobody sees me, I'm just alone, like alone.
Okay. So the period where you're always in your dark room, what goes through your mind? What thoughts goes through your mind?
I can't recall any of that, bro. No, I can't recall any of that.
Mr. Michael, I understand if you know, like, if you would not like to release certain information.
No, not even about like releasing certain information. I just like can't really recall what I was thinking about at that moment. Maybe in that dark room, I just want to like go to bed, like on my bed, like blanket, just want to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've never had any inner voice speaking to you or telling you something, or if you've thought about doing things that you don't want to do.
No. The only thing I probably thinking about is like why did I do it, or why did I talk to this person in the first place? Why did you do this thing in the first place? Like if you didn't do this in the first place, this whole situation would have happened. So that's the only thing I think about. Like why did you like how did you even like start talking to this person in the first place? Instead of talking to this person, you could have just like do something else, then this whole thing would have happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you regret what you did?
Talking to her in the first place, I didn't really actually like, talk to her. I actually helped her, and that's how we started talking. Like, I should have just like helped her. Thank you, you're welcome, and just end it there. Regret sometimes, yeah, but sometimes it's life. Life happens. So yeah.
So how often does this thought occur?
No, after what's it called? The first 2 days.
Okay. How intense are these thoughts?
It's just something I just like think deep down, like every little details about what happened the day I met this person, what was going through my head, like what were you thinking, like why, like what were you thinking, and stuff like that.
Mr. Michael, have you thought of committing suicide?
Life is hard, yeah, but committing suicide, no. No.
You've never had any random thought of committing suicide?
No.
For the past 5 months, did you ever think of committing suicide?
No.
And the first day, the first day you had a misunderstanding with your ex talking stage, did you think of committing suicide?
No, I just wanted the day to end, like everyone go to bed, and that's like just the day to end, yeah. But committing suicide, no.
Okay. And you said something about not talking to people. So do you still relate to people?
So no, it's not about like talking to people at that time. Like she was not trying to apologize, but like trying to make me understand what happened at that time and how I reacted to what happened. But at the same time, not telling me what I actually did. So she was trying to make me believe something I didn't do without telling me what I did at that time. Like I don't know if that's called manipulating or something.
Okay.
But like trying to make me believe I did this thing wrong. I did something wrong. I was supposed to apologize and how I was supposed to react to what I did without telling me what I did. So at that time, I don't know what went into my mind. I just like, yeah, I just want to be this place. Like, this is not making sense. Like, I just want to be alone. Not like be alone from other people. Like, and just not talk to anyone at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, so 1 being the highest, 10 being the lowest, how strong are your thoughts about suicide right now?
Very, very weak.
Okay, so 1 being the highest,
Oh,
being 10 being the lowest. 10. So did you, the day you had the misunderstanding, did you ever, like, did you drink, did you smoke?
Did I drink? No, I don't drink. I don't smoke. No.
So what did you do differently on that day?
I didn't do anything differently, but I went to class, go back, went to get food with my friend, went to play video game, and I came back and I said I didn't do anything differently.
Okay. Yeah. And did your ex talking stage ever talk about committing suicide?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
We never had that conversation.
Okay. Can you tell me about your childhood?
Childhood was fun.
Okay.
I grew up in Lagos.
Okay.
Wanted to make change in the world. Hey. Yeah, childhood was fun. Like, a lot of friends, no problem. Go to school, come back, play football, eat, sleep, do the same thing again.
Mr. Mike, have you had any traumatic events when you were a child? Did you have any traumatic events when you were a child?
No.
No. Was there any time you were molested or abused as a child?
No.
Okay. So when those thoughts about not wanting to be here anymore comes up, what keeps you going? What do you strive for?
I'm not sure. My mom and my family, like, they are the only thing that I have. Like, whenever I think about not being here anymore, I just think about them.
Okay.
Like, they are the biggest thing I hold on to. Apart from God, like, God first, then after God, them.
So, do you have a cordial relationship with your siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anyone you told about your relationship with your ex talking stage?
Just my friends.
Okay, just your friends. And do you still talk to your friends up to now?
Do I still talk to them?
Yeah, your friends
Yeah.
up to now. Do you think your friends gave you the right advice?
No. I wasn't really asking them for advice. I was just like, just talking to someone like about this stuff. Instead of holding on to it alone, just like sharing this thing with them.
Okay.
No.
So do you think your friends played a role in making these thoughts to start up?
No.
Okay, no. Do you have any pets?
No.
Okay. Would you say that your family value you a lot?
Value me, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you had any medical condition in the past?
No.
Do you have any history of psychiatric disability?
No.
Does your family have any history of psychiatric disability?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay, no. So what are those things you enjoyed doing before that made you happy?
And spending time with her, talking to her.
You said spending time with her. Okay. So when you mean by her, what do you mean? What do you mean by her?
The person I was talking to before.
Okay, the person you were
The
talking
talking stage, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you enjoyed spending time with your ex talking stage?
Yeah.
Oh. Can you tell me about your educational background?
Do
you have a master's? Or...
No, an undergrad. I'm currently in my undergrad, computer
Okay.
science. I'm a senior.
Oh, computer science. What's your religious background?
I'm a Christian.
Okay, Christian. So you said you enjoyed talking to your ex talking stage before. So and when there was a break in the communication, what again did you do?
Drink.
You said drink.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So
Oh,
when we actually like stopped talking, I had to like just drink to go to bed because I was just like thinking a lot and everything. So I had to like drink a bit. And when the same thing happened like 2 weeks ago, thinking about that, I just had to like drink a little bit just to suppress everything.
okay. So you said drink. Okay, Mr. Michael, I asked earlier for our counseling section, and you said you never drank,
Mm-hmm.
and now you said you drank. So can you tell me what exactly you did the day you two had a misunderstanding?
I was actually like you drink like someone that drinks like every time, you understand? So when the thing happened, I just had to like drink a little bit just maybe it's going to help like forget about everything that happened that day.
And did you have any thoughts? Did you have any random thoughts about harming yourself or committing suicide?
No,
Okay, no.
no,
So you never had any thought about committing suicide?
never.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the highest, 10 being the lowest. So how often do you drink currently now?
Currently drink 9 because I barely drink. I'm not someone that drink. I just drank when this stuff happened.
Okay, so 9 over 10 being the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if we could change one thing right now in your life, Mr. Michael, to help you feel better, what would that be? Like, what step do you think we could do together to achieve that?
Help me talk to this person. Like if I can bring her to this place and we both sit down and have like a conversation to see everything that happened the day we stopped talking. Maybe you could help. I don't know, like just talking to this, like just be back together with this person.
Okay. So you want to get back to your ex talking stage?
Yeah.
Okay. And when do all of this feeling starts about wanting to get back to her?
Like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. So 3 weeks ago, did you drink, Mr. Michael?
Yeah. When I had this thought, I drank that night.
So do you always drink whenever you have these thoughts?
The thought has happened just twice, and those 2 times, I drank. Yeah.
Okay. So it happened 3 weeks ago, and when?
The day I told her I was done.
Okay. So the day you stopped communicating with her, and 3 weeks ago. Okay. But was it 3 weeks or 2 weeks ago? Because you said earlier that it was 2 weeks ago.
It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. One of those two. I said back because today is Monday, so
Yeah.
it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so it's 2 weeks, not 3 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks ago. So what was those activities you did with your ex talking stage?
Going out.
Okay.
Painting together.
Oh, painting.
Just talking.
Okay. Did you have like a physical communication with her?
That's all like one-on-one.
Yeah, did you get to see her?
Yeah.
Okay. So and ever since there was the miscommunication, have you tried going out on your own or trying to paint with your friends?
No.
Do you talk to your friends on the phone,
We live together, so we see.
or you live together?
Yeah.
So the day you had the miscommunication, were your friends also around?
They were around, but they didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
So everyone was in their room. So I was like tell them the following day like this and that.
Okay. Okay, so you did not talk to any of them that day. It was the next day.
Yeah.
Okay. So how willing are you to practice challenging negative thoughts? How willing are you to challenge negative thoughts? Are you willing to challenge your negative thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. And did you have any negative thoughts the day you had a miscommunication?
No.
Okay.
Just wanted to drink.
Okay, just drink. So on a scale of 10, how often do you drink now? Currently now?
Drink now.
Yeah, 1 being the highest, 10 being the lowest.
9/10.
Or 9/10.
I only like drink whenever I have the thought. Whenever I have the thought.
Okay. So what's a small achievable goal you think we could set together for this week?
Whenever I think about it, I'll just try and write like why I want to be with this person instead of drinking. Like reasons why I would like to go back to this person instead of drinking.
Okay. So so do you listen to music? Do you stroll? Do you read? Do you
I listen to music and I read.
Okay, you read and listen to music. So has this thought also affected your, because you mentioned you're an undergrad, a senior, your senior year. So did it affect your education?
No.
Okay, no. Okay, so I want us to achieve a goal for this week. So I want you to listen to music. If you were listening to music 3 times in a day, or if you're listening to music for just 3 minutes, so I will want you to listen to music for 5 minutes and write down the type of music you listen to and the artist of the music. And I also want you to do you think you can take a stroll out of your house?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to take a stroll out of your house and just walk around the neighborhood. How safe is your neighborhood?
Very, very safe, 100% safe.
Okay, so I want you to take a stroll around the neighborhood, walk for 5 minutes, and I want you to also write down whenever you think that whenever these thoughts come to your head. So I want you to write down all of this, and I also want you to write down if you feel depressed. I want you to write down if you feel depressed and how your body reacted and how you felt that period. Okay, Mr. Michael. So I want us to practice a mental health examination. Okay.
Today?
Yeah, right now. So I want you to repeat. But before that, what can you repeat what I told you to do?
No, I should listen to music for more than 3 minutes, like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Write down the type of music and the artist, everything. Okay. Go for a walk. Whenever I feel depressed, I should write down how my body feels, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as I said, I want us to practice a mental status examination. So I want you to repeat after me. Apple. Ball. Chair. Okay. So can you tell me what day of the week this is?
Today is a Monday.
Okay, Monday. Okay. So would you say this setback challenge you, or it gave you the opportunity to become a different person?
This meeting?
No, the setback, like the setback.
What was the question again?
So do you think the setback
challenge?
here, or the challenge affected you, or did it give you the opportunity to grow, or did it broaden your reach about different things, about wanting to try different things? So do you think it challenged you to be a better person, or did you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So how do you feel about learning some relaxation techniques today, Mr. Michael?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. What questions do you want us to discuss in our next counseling section? Are there any specific questions you'd like us to discuss in our next counseling section?
Like the stuff you asked me to practice when I get home, yeah, we can discuss about that
Okay.
the next meeting.
Okay. So how helpful did you find our discussion today? How helpful did you find our discussion today?
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Oh, 8 out of 10. Okay. All right. So, Mr. Michael, I want you to know that the goal of counseling, the primary goal of counseling is to provide our clients safety while also providing empathetic and professional support for our clients. And I also want you to know that, as I said earlier towards the beginning of this section, that the goal of our counseling center is to provide effective counseling services to our clients. And also, I also want you to know that our next meeting will be on the 20th of October, 2024.
20th of October.
Yeah, 20th of October.
That's a Sunday.
Sorry?
That's a Sunday.
Oh, okay, 21st of October. I'm so sorry, my bad. 21st of October 2024 by 10 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't know if there are any topics you think I did not cover, or if there are any questions you think I did not ask you. Do you think are there any questions you feel that I did not ask you?
No.
Okay. All right, Mr. Michael. It was really nice having this meeting with you, and I hope to see you in our next counseling section.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael.
You're welcome.
Do have a nice day.
And you too.
Yeah. Bye.